Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Hamza, and today was a great day in the market. As you guys can see, we made $7,713, which is almost 5% of my entire portfolio. And one more thing to add is you will notice that I have $100,000 in buying power, which means I'm gonna need some advice, and I'm gonna ask you for that advice in a second. But before that, really quickly, if you guys have made money, which I know a lot of you have through the DMs, consider becoming a member to my channel. This would really help me out. It would help us grow the community. And once the community is large enough, I am going to be posting daily ticker symbols that I think are worth buying into pre-market. And what that means is before the market opens, I'm going to give you guys a list of ticker symbols that I think are going to run up for the day. And if you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing to the channel as we are growing this community. We are increasing. For the last week, we've gained about 100 subscribers every single day, which is absolutely amazing. I thank you guys for being a part of this amazing and growing community. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I have $100,000 to spend in the market. And if you guys see any ticker symbols that I do not have in my portfolio and you think should be part of my portfolio or I should consider doing due diligence on them, please put them in the comments below. And if you put them in the comments below, I promise you I am going to read them. I am going to look into them. I may even make a video on those ticker symbols with my own due diligence. Because as you all know, money in the bank is no good at all. It has to be invested. That buying power needs to come down to $0. So at the moment, I only have $64,000 invested in the market. The rest of my capital is actually sitting in cash, which is no good. So I'm currently only $64,000 invested in the market. The rest of my equity is actually sitting in cash, which means that the return, that 4.87% that we are seeing, is on just $64,000, which also means that my return is probably closer to around 8% for the day with my invested money, which I think is a great way to start the week. I'm really excited. I did buy in and out of a lot of positions today, so I'm going to show those with you. And of course, as usual, we are going to start with the options. So you are going to notice that all my options are in the green. So let me go over them really quickly. So BNGO, actually it says green, but it's $0. So I haven't gained, I haven't lost anything, but I have a lot of time on this call, and I think it's going to do fairly well. So I'm going to hold on to it. I have 5 calls of BNGO at $11. I also have 5 calls of Clove. I jumped on to Clove when the SEC investigation news came out. So it had a little bit of a dip. I jumped on. And of course, it was only a minor dip. So I'm not worried about it. I have plenty of time on that option and I plan on exercising it or executing it later on in the year. So I'm not going to worry about it. This is going to be a long-term hold for me. I think Clove is going to do really well. I also have 1 call of DraftKings. So I was actually making way more money on my call on DraftKings before Super Bowl Sunday. After the Super Bowl, my gains have cut down to about half, which is okay. I plan on holding it for the entirety of its period, which is January 21st, 2022. I may execute it before that, just depends on the target pricing and if it reaches where I want it to go. And then I jumped into Fubu earlier today. There was a little bit of a dip and I felt comfortable jumping into Fubu. This is actually my first time investing in Fubu. I have been against investing in this company, but because of the dip and the amount of volume that I saw today, I decided to jump in, and so far it's been paying off, so I'm not going to complain. Now that the options are out of the way, let's continue with the stock. And the first stock, as usual, is Snow, and I'm still losing in Snow. I was losing about $400 earlier, like 2 weeks ago, so that loss has come down to $160. So I am going to continue holding Snow until I break even, and then Snow is out. I'm going to be including other stocks in the portfolio, which I will discuss at a later time once we exit Snow. I have Neo, and Neo is still at a loss for me. Oh, by the way, really quickly, guys, you will notice that I did sell out of my 15 calls on Neo for a profit today. I felt that there was an opportunity. There was a squeeze earlier today where Neo just went up and then went back down. And I took that opportunity to sell my Neo calls, all 15 of them. I think I made something like $200 or $300, which I'm not too worried about. I will jump back into Neo long term once I feel like there are a few catalysts that will take the stock really high really quick. That's really when I want to jump into Neo and invest in more options in Neo. I got Apple, it's not doing so bad. Jumia is doing great. BNGO actually had a run up today. I did add a few shares of BNGO. So first batch was 100 shares. Then I added 300 shares. So I am going to continue to ride BNGO all the way up. TTCF doing all right, not too bad, can't complain. Piton still losing, XL Fleet still losing. NNDM actually did fairly well today, went up, and so did DT. Open Door, my number one most favorite stock of 2021, is doing fairly well, and I do plan on jumping into more shares of Open Door. I'm just looking for an entry point to get in. So I need one of those good red days to be able to invest the bulk of my equity in the market, and I hope we get something really soon. I hope we get some kind of a pullback so I can jump in. We have ISR doing okay, and of course over here we have the 3 ARK ETFs. All of them in the green. They have been in the green. Even last week they were all in the green. So I'm really glad to be a part of ARK Invest's ETFs. I'm really excited about the new ETF, the space ETF they're coming out with. And as soon as they launch that, I want to see which shares are going to be in it, and I'm going to jump into the ETF plus the stocks because I really believe that space is where the future is. I've been investing in space quite a bit, and you will see that as I continue scrolling down. I have EXPC doing fairly well. STPK actually had an amazing run up today, which I'm really excited about since I am holding the company. CCIV is down for the day. Let me ask you guys, do you guys think I should be buying more CCIV, or do you think I'm okay where I'm at? Because I'm in CCIV for very cheap. I find it very difficult to jump back in at a higher price. But if you think that there is room to run in CCIV, it is one of those stocks where I would consider putting a bulk of money in to see the run up. TDMI, Sen's doing good. Nokia actually has an amazing entry point right now. Nokia and AMC both have an amazing entry point right now, and I am considering entering both of those previously meme stocks right now based on fundamentals. I think they make sense. AMC is heavily discounted from where it was at its highs, and Nokia has come down to a place where I can invest in it just based on their 5G technology. We've got Airgain and PCTel next. They are both doing okay. I'm not going to lose much sleep over them since I only invested 100 shares. It's not really a big deal. Then we have TTOO. They did amazing last week and they continue to do amazing this week. I'm very impressed with TTOO. I'm also very impressed with SNDL. They are doing fairly well. They ran up quite a bit today and are expected to run up and continue running up for the rest of the week and even the rest of the month. So let's see what SNDL can do. HOL is doing fairly well. It is a recent addition to the portfolio. As I told you guys, I'm big into space, so I think all of these space companies are going to do well for the next couple of years. I am going to be investing in as many of them as I can. And of course, right under that is VGAC. That's Richard Branson's new genomics SPAC, and I can't wait for it to fully be and launch. I have 300 shares in it, so I am very excited about VGAC. And these are the new additions that I made today. So if you guys are looking for the new additions, they're going to be in the title, of course, but I'm going to show them to you as well. I'm losing money in most of them, which is weird because I thought when I enter, it was the absolute bottom. Like these were good entry points for me, but I am losing money in almost all of the ones that I entered. So let's go over them really quickly and we can see all the stocks that I bought. So I bought Sana, S-A-N-A today. I bought PLTR as well. I think I got in at a good entry point. I don't know why I'm losing money. However, I do think that this stock is going to see a good run. And my price target for that stock is actually $42. So I think it's in the mid 30s to high 30s right now. $42 is reasonable and I see it touching that very soon. I also bought WWR, and the reason I bought that was there was extremely high volume, trading volume on that ticker symbol. So I decided to jump in. I thought I would be able to maybe day trade or swing trade it, but I couldn't. And as you guys can see, I'm down $24 for the day, which is okay. I mean, not too bad. I also did jump into VTVT because I did see a large volume being traded today, but it did not play out as planned. So I'm going to hold on to it for a little bit, see what happens. And if I make a good amount of money in this week on that stock, I am going to exit that position. I also bought the dip on Blink. So BLNK had a little bit of a dip today. I did jump in on the dip and I'm up $34. I also bought GNOG, which is a gaming company based out of Houston, Texas, which is where I'm from. And this purchase was actually only based for the reason that this company is based out of Houston, Texas, which is where I'm from. That is exciting news for Houston and exciting news for the company. I think it's exciting times and the stock is going to do very well. They are in the gaming industry once again. And finally, I purchased NGAC, which is a SPAC and it's supposed to take the company TSO Trucks public. So now let's see if that happens or not. I think it's too early to make a large purchase into this company just yet because it's very speculative, the news around it. However, if the news does get confirmed, I am going to be putting a significant amount of money in this ticker symbol because I think there'll be a lot of excitement around it. They actually have the potential to get large either government or postal contracts, which is amazing news, and there's gonna be a lot of hype around this ticker symbol. Now that we've covered the stocks, let's cover crypto. So Bitcoin, I am up record high for me on Bitcoin. I'm also going to show you guys my Ethereum holdings because for whatever reason, it doesn't pop up on this screen. And Ethereum is at $1,700 and it is 10.72% of my portfolio, which is all right. I would like it to be a little lower than that, but I'm comfortable as long as Ethereum continues to go up. So yeah, guys, this is my portfolio for today. We are up $7,698. I'm just going to round it up to $8,000. We had a great day today, and we are going to continue to have great days moving forward. So once again, if you haven't already joined or become a member of the channel, consider becoming a member. The join button is right next to the subscribe button. And once I have enough members, I am actually going to be doing live chats for members only, so we can all communicate and talk to each other and see how we can invest in this market moving forward. And of course, get to that $1 million in 2021. Just like that, my name is Hamza, and I'll see you guys next video.